Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your favorite esthetician again. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Amaka and today we're talking about face oils. So I get a lot of questions about face oils. The best ones for me, glow oils and darkening oil, plenty things. I don't understand what glow oil means though, but I'm giving you the gist of oils today. What they are, what they do, the pros, the cons, and the best types of oils for your skin type and skin concerns. So if you're interested in knowing anything or everything about face oils, pretty much face and body, because everything that applies to the face applies to the body as well in this video, please keep on watching. So first of all, there are different types of oils. Like there are synthetic oils and plant oils. So synthetic oils are oils, essentially your mineral oils derived from petroleum. I've done a video on petrolatum, that's petroleum jelly, and the pros, the cons, everything. Everything that applies to petroleum jelly applies to synthetic oil, that's mineral oil, because mineral oil is just a liquid version of petroleum jelly. Mineral oil is what you find in your baby oil. So baby oil is just 100% mineral oil with fragrance. Do you get? So we are not talking about mineral oil in this video. We're talking about plant oils. Now, plant oils can be divided into two: essential oils, which I don't particularly recommend in skincare because they are highly sensitizing, and carrier oils or fixed oils. Now, in this video, I'm talking about carrier oils or fixed oils, not essential oils. I just feel it's important to make that very clear. Oils and butters are emollients, so they soften the skin. Whatever the oil is, whether it is good or bad or whatever it is, at the very core, oils are emollients. So there are three main advantages of using oils in your routine. Firstly, they soften the skin. Secondly, they penetrate the top layers of your stratum corneum. So your skin barrier is made up of dead skin cells and lipids. Because lipids are oils, it's very easy for oil to penetrate not your skin, not the deeper layers of your stratum corneum, but the upmost part of it. But by penetrating it, they can help reinforce your skin barrier. And the third advantage is something I just recently learned, is that because oils dissolves oils, like dissolve like, it can also help break down clogged pores. So it penetrates the pores, it can get into there because it's oil soluble, get into the pores and help emulsify those sebum that are clogged, those oils that are clogged, and help them flow. And they can also break down those sticky dead skin cells and allow them discolmate or exfoliate essentially. Do you understand? And please note that this is very minimal. Don't go and say I'm rubbing oil on my skin to decongest my pores. No, that's not how it works. It can just be how do I put that in again? A secondary function. So the primary function is softening the skin, but whilst softening the skin, it can also minimally help decongest the pores of dead skin cells and clogged sebum or oil. So these are the advantages. Now, what are the disadvantages? Firstly, using an oil in your skincare routine can just complicate things. Like it's with skincare, the simpler the better. Do you understand? Using an oil is just an extra step that you a lot of times do not even need. Secondly, oils do not make good moisturizers. For you to moisturize your skin, for you to effectively moisturize your skin, you have to do three things. I say it every time and I'll keep saying it because it is key. You want to trap water and you want to prevent your skin from losing that water. To effectively do that, you have to have humectants and you have to have occlusives. Oils are primarily emollients, they are softeners. Even though there are some oils that have some humectant abilities and some occlusive abilities, they don't do a good job at attracting water, magneting water into your skin, and preventing your skin from losing water. Another disadvantage is that because it is natural, there is no uniformity. Do you get? It's the same way you buy orange from two different people. In fact, from the same person, you buy today, buy the next day, they will taste differently. Do you get? Oils are different batch by batch. You cannot tell. Do you understand? So even if an oil has the potential to do A, B, C, D, E, you cannot tell whether or not that particular oil has all those nutrients. You just hope that this particular batch will contain everything that you want it to contain. And there's a lot of factors that can affect this thing. It can be where it is grown, it can be the climate, it can be how it is harvested, it can be how it is processed. There are a lot of things that can make one batch better than the other and one batch more problematic than the other. Another thing again is that oils do not contain preservatives. So they, depending on the composition of the fatty acids, they go rancid easily. For example, all those lightweight oils that you guys like have a very short shelf lifespan. Do you get? Some can just stay for 6 months and they go bad. So these are the things you should bear in mind when deciding to get a face or body oil. And honestly, this is why I prefer moisturizers. Firstly, you don't give yourself headache as to it's going bad. Once a moisturizer is formulated with an oil, they put in safe preservatives. So they've removed that issue of whether or not it will go bad. Do you understand? Secondly, even if a particular batch is not fantastic, as I said, oils vary batch by batch. So even if a batch is not good, you still benefit from all those things because your moisturizers usually contain cholesterol, antioxidants, and other amazing ingredients that you could benefit from. Thirdly, moisturizers contain oils, all moisturizers, even if it's not oils, emollients that soften the skin, and other fantastic things like humectant, occlusive. So they do a better job at giving you robust moisturization, that's one. Two, they don't go bad. Three, they contain other ingredients that you can benefit from. So, it's okay to use a face oil, but just know that these are the pros and the cons. Now you know the primary uses of oils, the advantages and disadvantages. How do you use an oil in your routine? Firstly is to mix it in your moisturizer. Not inside your moisturizer because that can destabilize the formulation. Mix it on your palm. So you put a moisturizer, then drop an oil, rub it together and apply it on your face or body, however you want. Or you apply it after your moisturizers. The reason why you're advised to apply oils after your moisturizers is that moisturizers are usually water-based and oil and water do not mix. So if you apply your oil before your moisturizer, there's a high possibility that the moisturizer wouldn't really penetrate the skin. So honestly, this is the gist about oils. Everything, this is what it does. But the thing is, there are thousands of oils out there. Thousands, all having different potentials. Do you understand? Made up of different fatty acids. They feel differently. Have different compounds, and that's why you might prefer one over the other. So very briefly, I'll gloss through the components of oils, and I would, list some oils that are beneficial for different skin types. So oils contain phytosterols, polyphenols, vitamin E, vitamin C, and triglycerides. So what are phytosterols? Well, phytosterols essentially mean cholesterol, plant-based cholesterol. Now they're converted into vitamin D and cholesterol in our body. So they seep into the skin and reinforce our epidermal lipids. So that's what phytosterols do. Then there are polyphenols, which are antioxidants, amazing antioxidants. You have vitamin A or provitamin A, usually in the form of carotenes or beta carotenes. So what happens is that they are amazing potent antioxidants, but in some instances, especially with beta carotene, they can be converted to vitamin A if our body needs it. Now there's also vitamin E. Some oils are rich with vitamin E as well. Now, let's focus on triglycerides. Now, triglycerides essentially means 3 fatty acids attached to a glycerol or glycerine backbone. Now, this one does not concern you. This is very chemistry-ish. But what will concern you is the fatty acid component, because this fatty acid there determines the type of oils that you will have. It determines how the oils will feel, the lifespan of the oil, whether or not it be suitable for someone with dry skin or oily skin. Do you understand? I'll focus on the two important ones, the ones that show up in almost every oil, and the ones that would determine whether or not you should use this oil. And that is your oleic and linoleic acid. I also touch on linoleic acid, but the two most important ones that you need to know if you decide to use an oil is oleic and linoleic acid. Now, oleic acid is a unsaturated fatty acid. They have just one double bond. Oils that are rich in oleic acid are usually thick and thick and greasy, and have a long shelf life. Olive oil is an example of an oil that is rich in unsaturated fatty acids. Oleic acid is also known as omega-9. It is not an essential fatty acid. Now, when you hear essential fatty acids, you're talking about fatty acids that your skin does not produce. They are essential for your skin, but your skin does not produce it, so you depend on your products to give it to you. Now, omega-9 or oleic fatty acid is present in our sebum, so it's not really an essential fatty acid. So let's talk about the advantages and disadvantages of oils that are rich in oleic acid. Now, oleic acid is very rejuvenating. Do you understand? It's rejuvenating, it's anti-inflammatory, it's very moisturizing, fantastic for people with really dry skin that want a very thick oil. It absorbs easily into the skin. Now, let's talk about the disadvantages. Now, the disadvantages is that it makes acne worse. So if you have acne-prone skin, please avoid oils that are high in oleic acid, and I will give you examples of some of them. Now, you should know that this does not apply to when a moisturizer is formulated with, these oils. Is different. This mostly applies when you are using oils neat. So you're using just an oil. And that's why, once again, that's why I prefer moisturizers, so that you're not giving yourself headache. But anyway, if you must use oil, then this video is for you. Secondly, now because of the way oleic acid is, it has a kink. It has a corner. Do you understand? There's a potential of it disrupting your skin barrier, and how it does that is because of the way it's structured. It can leave holes in your epidermal lipids, and through those holes, water can leave your skin, and things that you don't want can get into your skin. So it's moisturizing and rejuvenating, but these are the things that you should bear in mind. And that's why when Jello said that the secret to her everlasting beautiful skin is olive oil, everybody was like, what? Because we know that olive oil is very high in oleic acid, and oleic acid can disrupt your skin barrier. And if that is all you have been using on your skin, it's very unlikely that you will look the way you currently do right now. But anyway, that's not the gist for today. Now, let's talk about linoleic acid. Now, this is omega-6, and it's an essential fatty acid because it makes up 14% of the ceramide content in our skin, and ceramides are very essential for the skin barrier. Ceramides make up to 40 to 50% of our epidermal lipids. As you age, your production of ceramides reduces, so you want to replenish it. Using a product high in linoleic acid will do that for you. Also, if you are deficient in linoleic acid, you experience things like dryness, dehydration, itchy skin, just a compromised skin barrier. Once again, it makes up 14% of our ceramides, and we don't produce it. It's an essential fatty acid. You need it in your skincare routine or in your oils. So the advantages of using oils that are high in linoleic acid: one, it can restore the skin barrier. So it's even good for people that have dry skin, oily skin, any skin type. If you are seeking to restore your skin barrier, then the oils with linoleic acid is the way to go. Now, secondly, it is amazing for people with acne-prone skin. So research has shown that people with acne-prone skin are deficient in linoleic acid. Incorporating oils that are high in linoleic acid is an amazing idea for somebody that has oily and acne-prone skin. It's anti-inflammatory and are usually lightweight, which a lot of you guys like. First of all, most oils have both oleic and linoleic acid. Let me just put it out there. So all you should be looking out for is you want oils that the linoleic acid content is higher than the oleic acid content if you are oily or acne prone, or if your interest is more on restoring your skin barrier. Whereas if you are dry skin and your interest is more on occlusion, you want something that will trap in all the water in the world, then you should look for oils that are high in oleic acid. Ah, God, oh my mouth thing. Oleic, I'm even confused myself. But anyway, I'm sure that I hope that I did a good job in breaking this down. Then the third one is linoleic acid. Remember, oleic, linoleic, and linoleic acid. Now, this is also a polyunsaturated fatty acid, meaning lightweight, shorter shelf life, but it's fantastic at restoring the skin barrier. Another essential fatty acid, see it a lot in our exotic oils, the expensive oils like evening primrose, rosehip, borage oil, amazing expensive oils. So let me read out some oils that are high in all these things. So if you have oily or acne prone skin, you're looking for a really lightweight oil, or your focus is restoring your skin barrier and boosting the ceramide content of your skin, you should be looking for oils like rosehip, pumpkin seed, sunflower oil, safflower oil, grape seed oil, evening primrose, hemp seed oil, maracuja oil, soybean oil, and wheat germ oil. Obviously, there are amazing oils out there, but these are the ones I just compiled for you. If your skin is dry and you're looking for thicker oils, longer shelf life, you're looking for things like olive oil, sweet almond oil, hazelnut oil, avocado oil, apricot kernel oil, and palm kernel oil. These are high in oleic acid. Once again, I have to put it out there that even though I said that oleic acid can be a barrier disruptor and is not good for acne prone skin, remember I'm referring to when you are using these oils neat by themselves. When they are formulated in product, I don't think you have any of these concerns. Then other amazing oils include jojoba oil. Now, jojoba oil is amazing because it is said to mimic the oils on our skin. Borage oil is another amazing oil. Borage has 23% gamma linoleic acid and 36% linoleic acid. In fact, if you want to break down any of your favorite oil so you know the components, what exactly it contains, let me know the oils that you are interested in. That's all I have for today. Oils are not bad. In general, they are emollient. They contain cholesterol, antioxidants, fatty acids. You know, they are amazing things to add in your routine. Preferably, I would like if you just stick to moisturizers. But if you really like an oil, or if you really like the feel of oils, that's totally and completely fine too. Just know that look out for the linoleic to oleic acid ratio in the oil that you have decided to buy. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll catch you in my next video. Bye, guys.